I've got a great new set of Chinese carbon wheels from the company LIGHTFAST Sports to check out and inspect today. But first I want to make the point that it'll be going on my gravel bike, my Trek Checkpoint SL5 that I'm riding right now. This has been a great bike. I've been riding it for 2 years. But the thing about this bike that makes it so special is that by switching out the wheels, a different set of wheels made for the terrain you're riding with the right tires, it totally transforms the bike to work perfectly for whatever and wherever you're riding, from forests to fields to gravel to trails or roads and everywhere else. That's why I'm looking forward so much to checking out these new LIGHTFAST wheels. The thing about these wheels is two things. One is that they're super light, maybe 250 grams lighter than any wheels I've tested. Also, these have rims that are actually 25 millimeters wide on inner width, which means that they're made for wider tires. To go with them, I've ordered in these Pirelli P0 race tires in a 40 millimeter width, which a lot of people consider as the new golden standard for road tires. Should be the optimum blend of performance and comfort. Real quick, before we look at the wheels, I love seeing how wheels are built, so I asked LIGHTFAST if they could send me a video from inside their wheel manufacturing facility, and here it is. I'm not a carbon engineer, but I'll try to explain what's going on. First, they said that they have strict manufacturing procedures as well as inspection processes and standards at every stage to ensure their products are of high quality. In this first clip, I believe they're cutting the carbon into pieces that will be used to make the rim, which is comprised of many pieces bonded together. In this station, it looks like workers are placing the cut pieces of carbon on the forms to literally handcraft each rim. And here are some of the forms stored on these racks, which probably correspond to the different sizes and profile rims they make. Next, I think here they're preparing the molds that the just assembled carbon rims go into, where the carbon is compressed and maybe heated too to cure and finish the rim. Now this looks like the finishing area where the spoke holes are drilled at precise angles that match the direct pull hub spoke hole angles to eliminate any built-in stress on the rims, hubs, spokes, and nipples. That's a really nice feature in these high-quality carbon wheels. Best I can tell, this crew is applying the decals. And here, LIGHTFAST explained that before shipment they install tires and conduct an inflation test, typically up to 140 psi. If a product fails the inflation test, it is rejected and will not be shipped to the customer. Check out the gauge. You can see it's at 140 pounds. Wow. I want to give a shout out to LIGHTFAST for the video, and also because they're very generously providing a 15% discount which you viewers of my channel can use on any of their wheel sets. If you want to order the same set of wheels I'm reviewing here, I put a link to them in the description below this video. The discount code from LIGHTFAST is JIM15. First, you select the options on your wheels. And then you put the discount code in during checkout here. As you can see, the system will then display the discounted price, and you can proceed to pay securely using a credit card or PayPal after verifying the amount. Let's check out how the wheels are packaged, what's included in the box, and how they look. Got a nice carrying handle. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Spare spokes and tubeless valves. I didn't tell you, but these wheels have carbon spokes, so that's nice. You get the spares just in case. Plastic bags, wheel bags. Anything else in the box? No, that's it. All right. Rear wheel. Wow. You can feel that these don't weigh anything. Look at that beautiful carbon. I believe they have a special finish on them, which helps keep the weight down. Look at how wide they are. 34 millimeters wide, 25 millimeter inner width. Let's look at the front wheel. Boy, there's nothing to these wheels. Amazing how far wheels have come. Silky smooth. You'll notice that the rear wheel is a little deeper than the front wheel. Here's a look at what was in the small parts package. So you get the 4 replacement spokes, carbon spokes, just in case you have an issue, though I've never broken a carbon spoke on the wheels that have carbon spokes on. And you also get some really nice tubeless valves. That's pretty cool. They have a built-in core remover in the tubeless valve cap there, which is a handy thing to have right on the valve. But what's missing seems to be, I mean, it's not here, I couldn't find it in the box, are rim strips. Usually wheels come with rim strips. I'm a little surprised that LIGHTFAST didn't include these because they're tubeless wheels, and also, I already mentioned, it's a super wide rim. So it'd be nice to have the right rim strip or rim tape that LIGHTFAST recommends for their rims. Well, they feel really light, so let's see what they weigh. 488 grams for the front wheel and 635 grams for the rear wheel, which brings them to 1,123 grams for the pair of wheels. That is impressive. Here are the full specs on these wheels. You can hit pause to read all the details and see the specs on other versions of these wheels too. Notice that their claimed weight is very close to what our test sample weighs. For the finish on the wheels, I requested the lightest option, which is paint-free, or in another place LIGHTFAST calls it free glossy, which accounts for the high bling finish. I really like it, and the decals. There are other decals to choose from too. If these don't complement your bike, the others might. LIGHTFAST uses aero-grade Toray T1000 carbon fiber materials precision braiding, and high temperature molding to create the ultimate lightweight wheel set. You might not be able to see it, but the rims have hooked beads to help ensure that whether you run tubeless tires or tires with tubes, that your tires will stay put on the rims. A great thing. LIGHTFAST CSP wide rims are compatible with tires from 25 to 43 millimeters wide. As I mentioned, the rims have a 25 millimeter inner, 34 millimeter outer width. They have U-shaped and wind-braking profiles for better cruising ability and faster acceleration, and they're available in various depths of 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50 millimeters, as shown here, along with the rim weights for each depth. Moving down to the carbon spokes, let's take a closer look at them because they add a lot of value to these wheels with significant weight savings, added stiffness for better power transfer, along with excellent durability. According to LIGHTFAST, their carbon spokes got the best results in fatigue tests, and they're lighter than Supreme CX-Ray stainless steel spokes that are found in many other carbon wheels by 20 to 28%, while having more aerodynamic profiles for increased air resistance too. As for lacing, the front wheel has 2 cross spoke lacing and the rear has 3 cross on the drive side, 1 cross on the other. The front wheel has 20 spokes, while the rear wheel has 24 spokes, with 16 spokes on the drive side and 8 spokes on the other side. At the center of these wheels are a set of LIGHTFAST direct pull hubs running on S&S ceramic bearings and with a 45 tooth ratchet free hub, which can be upgraded to 54 tooth if you feel the need for faster engagement. Notice that the spokes are held captive inside the hub, which ensures they can't come out in the event of a crash that affects the wheel. Hopefully that'll never happen. The disc mounts are Shimano center lock, and I got the Shimano free hub too. Also, LIGHTFAST wheels are UCI approved, which means they pass the governing body of pro cycling's wheel tests, something that should give you confidence that you're getting high quality, even race-ready wheels. So that's a thorough overview on these CSB wide version wheels from LIGHTFAST. The most impressive thing, and the thing you'd feel right away if you pick them up, is how light they are. At 1,123 grams, it's the lightest pair of wheels I've ever tested in all my many reviews of Chinese carbon wheels. It's got some things going for it, the very lightweight rims, carbon spokes, much lighter than steel spokes, got ceramic bearing hubs, and it's got the really nice wide rim that lets you run wider tires, which promises a more comfortable ride, more control, just a nicer ride. Now this is the widest road rim internal width I've ever ridden, so it's going to be interesting to see how they ride, but I do plan to ride some pretty wide tires on here, up to 40 millimeters, and I'm looking forward to feeling the ride of that. I've been riding on 45 millimeter gravel tires, which is a little wider, but those have knobs on them. They're more of a gravel tire. This will be more of a road tire, so it's going to be interesting to see what the performance is like. I'll be running TPU tubes to keep the weight really low, so these will be LIGHTFAST road wheels. Now, if you have any questions about the wheels, just drop a comment and I'll reply as soon as I can. The other thing is, don't forget about the discount. These wheels list at $1,299. With the discount, the 15% discount, it knocks a chunk of change off that, so you can get them for less. The discount code is JIM15. The next step will be to run these through my wheel inspection. I look at all these wheels from the point of view of a professional wheel builder. I've built hundreds of wheels. And what I do is I put a spoke tensionometer on the spokes. I put the wheel in the truing stand. I check to see if it's a stretcher lead, how round it is, how straight it is, whether it's centered, a variety of things like that. Then I'll make a little report card and show you. But that'll be in the next video, and I'll put a link to that right at the end of this video. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in that next video.